Wheat Nitty Bong, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And today we're going to look at a figure that we shouldn't be looking at. This figure, this one right here, this Kubain Bao Combat Commander should not be here. I should not have this, and I'll tell you why. So a few months back I ordered this. I don't know if you've seen this before, probably on Facebook or something like that. I personally ordered it from an ad on Facebook, but this is what I saw. What I saw was a self-transforming, probably radio-controlled robot that could walk and do all kinds of great things. I waited, and what came was this. It's not radio controlled. It doesn't self-transform. It's not what I ordered. But there's a happy tale to the story, I guess, and I'll explain that at the end of the video, what happened and how I ended up with this instead. But first of all, let's crack on, as we always do, with the review. So as we always start off on this channel, let's look at this box. The box is actually quite small. It's quite kind of a nice box, but it's got some really nice graphics on the front of the actual figure itself. You get Kubain Bao on the front, Kubain Bao on there. You get this little QR code. I've not scanned the QR code, so I don't know where it leads me. Danger, Will Robinson. Then Combat Commander KBB. And then Combat Commander Age 6+. At the top, we get a similar picture to the front. And Kubain Bao Commander. On the back, we get a picture of the product itself. Then lots of stuff saying it's not suitable to eat children who are under 3 because they have small parts. So please don't eat your children and stuff like that. We also get to see that they have a Grimlock, a Shockwave, and a Megatron available as well. And then, of course, he is called Combat Commander. Combat Commander. On the side, we see that he turns from a truck. We can completely deform him into their version of Prime, aka Combat Commander. On the bottom, some stuff that I do not understand, and then that's it. So that's it for the box. On the inside of the box, he just comes in your standard kind of shell packing there on the side. He also comes with some destructions. His destructions are the worst kind of destructions because they are booklet form. And I hate booklets. I don't like the booklet form. But I have to say the destructions are pretty good. So now let's bring out the main event himself. So this is Kubain Bao Combat Commander. He is actually the smallest Prime in my collection, so when I bring out my other ones, I'll show you he's actually smaller than the Jinbao one that I reviewed the other day. But you know what, especially this mode, this truck alt mode, and this is how I intend to display this dude, I'm a fan. I quite like it. He has quite a nice shape to the truck itself. I love the blue windows here. Multiple colours on the lights. The grill's nice and shiny. I love this big, thick kind of bumper at the front. The dude has rubberized wheels, which is nice. You don't see that very often on figures that are this size. I love the nice big canisters here on the back, and I quite like this at the back. These let it down a little bit where the feet go, but all in all, it's quite nice smokestacks, nice shiny smokestacks. The dude rolls very nicely on his wheels, on his nice rubberized wheels, and he almost has quite a sticky feeling when he goes through, you know, because of the rubberized tires, especially on my plastic studio. It's quite nice to have some tires that with some grip on them. So overall, I actually dig the alt mode here. Size-wise, I guess he is comparable to the Jinbao Prime that I reviewed the other day. And you can actually see, when you put him next to the Jinbao one, although I do like this Jinbao one, He's smaller than the Jimbo one, but he's just so much better formed. You know, he's got so much more detailing on him. You know, he's a lot smoother on the finishes. This dude had plastic wheels. This dude has rubber wheels. You can see this dude's got, it's quite horrible at the back here, let's be honest. This is a very smooth finish. If you were looking for a little micro Prime and you thought about getting this dude, I'd definitely think about picking up this dude, because he is quite nice. I much prefer him to this one. You can see he is smaller, but I think his proportions are a lot nicer. If we put him next to some Earthrise things, you can put him next to Bug Bite. So next to Bug Bite, you can see he's a little bit smaller than Bug Bites. Obviously they're not made to go together, but I'm just showing you. And then next to a standard Earthrise Prime, he's way smaller. Accessories wise in this, he does have accessories, one accessory, and that accessory stores very nicely underneath here. So this is his classic ion cannon, which also has the folding effect on it, so you can pop it out like that, and that's the ion cannon for when he is in bot mode. Transformation time on this dude. First thing we're going to do is pop off the side bit here and then fold this back on itself and do the same over here. So all of this is now free a little bit, and then pop open this and pop open this, so that we've got all of this lovely space to kind of work in. This really does fit in very snugly, so when you pop it round, you have to pop it off a little bit, bring the arms out here, and then bring the arms out here, so that you've got space to kind of fold this area back onto itself, like so. Dink, swivel around. At this point you can just pop this out and flip out his head there. So you've got the head there. There's little tabs here for these bits to go in, so you can just go ahead and tab those in as best you can, there and there. Then the arms are kind of on a weird swivel hinge, so you just have to kind of flop the hand out and then swivel it round for this. Yeah, he needs to lose a little bit of weight. He's a bit of a chunky chappy here at the moment, but you can do that just by, and then folding the bottom half up, and then you can see that you've got this one here, and then you're going to work on his legs, so you can flip everything out there and then lift and unhinge. Yeah. And then the same here, where you lift and then you just unhinge that there, and then you have your little flip. Flip it round, flip it round, flip it around, flip it around, flip it around, flip it round. Right, and then yeah, then you have everything. These, I don't know how well this is actually going to tab into the back, because it's, yeah, they're very small, these little tabs here to there we go. No, you're not going to like it. No, you are. Okay. There we go. You just have to make sure those are in, and then we have our little Prime. So here we have our fully transformed Kubain Bao Combat Commander Optimus Prime. So this dude is pretty nice. In this mode, I think he looks cool. He looks a bit blocky. He looks like he's a collection of blocks, I guess, put together. But his articulation's not too bad, and I think he does look pretty damn nice for such a small bot. Let's have a look at the head sculpt. Head sculpt, as we bring it in, is a really nice looking Prime head sculpt. It sits quite weirdly here. It looks like it's a little bit too far back for me on the head, where it sits on the body, but it's a nice enough head sculpt. You can't really see it here, but there's also some really nice light piping at the back that gives him those classic baby blues. When we look now down the body, we can see that there's gaps. There's gaps. He's a cheapy chappy. He's a cheapy chappy, but he does have some, so he has gaps basically. But overall, not too bad. You know, a lot of the molding from the truck, there's no false front or anything like that. So a lot of the molding from the front of the truck still stands here, and still manages to give him a little bit of Optimus. Nice abs. So he lost a little bit of weight from the transformation. But then when we come down, we've got the classic yellows, the classic chromed out looking silvers as we go through. The feet have nice amounts of molded detailing here, and the same on the arms, the classic kind of gold arrows at the back with the blue hands and the pipe sticking at the front. The back, there's a little bit of a backpack at the back. It's a bit of a weird design, to be fair. It's bit horrible to try and stick in. It's a little bit like the way that the MP10 works, I guess, with things going into the back here. So there is a little bit of a backpack, but not too much of a backpack. So yeah, really nice. Articulation wise, the head is on quite a loose ball joint, but it is one that will hold. So it's loose, and you get a really nice back look, but it will hold. So it's not too bad. Arms stick out, rotate a full 360, and then we get the same at the elbow with a full 360. We get an overextend due to the transformation, so you can get your arm in pretty much whatever position you want. Hand articulates down and down, but there's no rund, so you can't get anything that's rund there. You can just go up and down, that's it. And then at the waist, we get a full 360 here at the waist, and then we also get some ab crunch due to the transformation, so that's pretty cool, but nothing forwards, so you'll only get some back. The legs, they do a nice swivel, they do a nice backwards, they do a nice out. You get a nice swivel at the top of the thigh here, so you can get the legs to do what you want, and you get a nice knee bend there. It'll only go back to there because he kind of clips together there, and if you overextend, the clip will come out. The foot here, you get some nice foot articulation. It's a little loose, but you get quite a lot of different stuff that you can do with that foot from an articulation point of view. Can this little dude ninja kick? I don't know if he can ninja kick. Maybe he can. Maybe he should. Maybe he could. Maybe he would. Yay! Dude can ninja kick. So all that's left now is to look at his accessories. So as we said before, he comes with the little iron cannon, not painted, just black, and does the folding effect that we've seen on other iron cannons now. And then that just kind of fits in. It's not got a kind of round peg. It's a little bit of a like thin peg there, which is a bit weird. So that just plugs in there. And then he's got his gun. He can hold his gun up pretty straight. Well, exactly straight. The gun itself doesn't look very straight, but he can hold it. He can hold his gun straight. He's a little bit loose at his hips, but he can hold his gun straight, and the arm doesn't move even if I rotate the arm. So he can hold the full weight of his gun, so he'll hold any pose that you like, which is good because usually on some of these cheaper molds, we know that the guns won't hold up, and hey, some Transformers have that no matter where we're coming from. Okay, so now it's time for the comparison, and first of all, again, we're going to bring out the Jimbo one, who's a similar size to this dude, a little taller, and looks a little bit more kind of cartoony, I guess. He's got more kind of cartoony proportions, is just the only way that I can really describe the way that these two kind of look against each other. Personally, I don't know which one I prefer. Like, I like the body on this dude, but I prefer the head on this dude, and definitely where the head is. This guy's head looks like he's got a bit of a pea head. It needs a bigger pea head, but it is better detailed, I guess. And this dude overall, I think, is more detailed and better painted than the Kubain version. Next to Bug Bite, we can see that he's taller than your Bug Bite, so he is actually much taller than Bug Bite here. And then finally, next to an Earthrise Prime, we can see he's much shorter than an Earthrise Prime. So how did this little guy come to be in my life? So as I've said at the beginning of the video, I ordered what looked like a radio controlled dude, and this is the dude that came. Obviously not what I ordered, and I was very disappointed with what came. I then tried to go through PayPal to get my money back. They told me to return the figure to China. I returned the figure to China, and the company who I got this from refused it, didn't answer the door, whatever it was, and it ended up coming back to me. Because of this, PayPal refused to give me my money back, but thank you very much, Royal Mail. Royal Mail lost the parcel for around 3 months while it was on its return journey to me, so they actually gave me my money back. So this dude I'm happier with, because I actually got him for free. I didn't get him the way that I hoped. I didn't get the figure that I hoped, but I did get my money back on him. I mean, he was the radio controlled version I paid through Facebook was around £30, which I guess would have been around $45, something like that. And this dude on places like AliExpress is only about £15, something like that. So I would have been very disappointed if I'd have paid full whack for this guy. However, I got this dude for free. I'm very, very happy. It took a while, back and forth, money changing hands, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and I'm very happy with him because he's now in my collection forever for free. If I was to buy him, is this guy worth picking up? I guess that one is a more difficult one to decide. If you're looking for a Prime this size, you've seen the one that I have, the Jimbo one. I prefer this guy to the Jimbo one, it has to be said. I definitely prefer it, but I guess it's a matter of taste. Do you want something that looks a little bit more cartoony, or something that looks a little bit more kind of maybe realistic? They're both similar build, they're both just made with ball joints and things like this. Personally, I just prefer this dude. So let me know your thoughts on the comments here. Did you get taken in by the same scam that I did? I know that I saw quite a lot of people posting about this at a similar time. Have you got this guy? Are you happy with it? And if you're new around here, think about giving me a like, a share and a subscribe, because it really does help my channel out. And I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!